Hi, we were tagged by the Magic Geekdom vlog for the, I think it's called the Wanderlust, let me double check, Wanderlust Travel Tag.
Ooh.
So we're going to answer these questions. There's no time limit on this, but we're going to try to be as brief as we possibly can. Not time, so we're just going to try to move through it quickly, and we want to thank the Magic Geekdom for tagging us. Yeah. We got to meet them in September of last year. Yep, in Norway, and that was a lot of fun, so we thank them for tagging us. So the first question, Brian, is where was your first plane to?
See, this I can't remember. Yeah, so some of these questions I do remember because of course we watched their video.
Right.
And I was like, and Carmen asked me, what was yours? I was like, I really can't remember, you know? I don't know, sorry.
I'm not 100% sure. I think it was to New York City. I was 12 years old the first time I went to New York City. Or it was to Asheville, North Carolina to visit family. It was one of those two. I just can't remember which order those occurred in, but they were right in the same 12-13 time frame. Number two, where have you traveled that you would love to visit again? I'll let you go first.
London.
Oh, and I haven't been. That's probably in a future question.
I only had a weekend there, and I just love to go back. I love the city. And
in case you're wondering why he didn't take me, he spent a lot of time in Europe with work, and so he's been to a lot of locations I have not been.
I'd love to go back.
For me, even though I've been there twice, I would love to go back to Barcelona, Spain. I absolutely loved it. I had a friend who lived there a few years, and I went to see her twice for a week each time, and I still feel like I barely scratched the surface. It's an amazing city. Love it. Number three, you're leaving tomorrow. Money is no object. Where do you go?
Dubai?
Are you for reals?
Money's no object, so that means...
Dubai?
Yeah.
So you're gonna live it up.
Right.
I've actually been to Dubai.
So that means I got tons of money, I can go there, spend tons of money, right?
I guess so.
Why not? Live it up.
Leaving tomorrow, money is no object. That's a tough one. Wow, I said I would be fast about this. I'm gonna say Paris because it's actually on my list of places I would like to go, and it's a very expensive city. So that would be a nice one to be able to go and stay in the absolute nicest hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower, you know, like just to really live it up. So I'm gonna say Paris.
I think Dubai is a little more expensive than Paris, but...
Definitely, especially, I went there once, I was only passing through, and the wealth there is staggering.
Yeah, I would just love to go there
staggering.
For money.
I wish I had been vlogging back then because it really is just mind-boggling to see. Let's see. Preferred method of travel, planes, trains, or cars?
This is a tough one.
Not for me. And you're going to be surprised probably by my answer.
Actually, like all three modes of transportation, I don't know.
I don't.
I guess when it comes down to it, if I'm just want to get to the destination, planes.
That's me. He knows I'm terrified of flying, and I didn't used to be. That's a thing that's come with age. I don't know what's causing it, but I have a lot of anxiety when I fly, like a lot. But that said, I would still rather fly and just get there. I find cars very uncomfortable more than 3 or 4 hours at a pop. And then I've taken long train rides as well. When I was young, I took a train in New York and it took like 14 hours and it was miserable. So I would definitely pick planes just for getting there quickly and enjoying your trip.
Trains can be fun though, especially in Europe. Trains for...
Oh, that's different. Yeah. That's totally different. Because I took a train in Barcelona to Sitges, and that was nice. I agree. That's completely different.
I trained a lot of different places in Europe, and that's really enjoyable.
When you said train, I was thinking Amtrak to New York City. Yeah. That was not enjoyable. And that was in coach. Okay. Favorite travel website? This was actually kind of a hard one to me, but I'm actually going to go out and just say TripAdvisor not because I love it, but because if I'm looking at reviews for any place other than Disney World, I use TripAdvisor.
So typically when we book travel, we go right to the vendor's website, you know, like go right to Southwest or go right to Marriott.com, whatever.
Yeah.
Or Disney, you know. So we don't use those websites to actually book, you know, stuff.
No. Would you agree then? Would you say the same thing? Okay. Where would you travel just to eat food?
New Orleans.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, definitely New Orleans.
And sorry to sound like a broken record, but Barcelona. The food there was amazing in Spain. I mean, just absolutely amazing. I keep telling him, he did not go with me. He would have loved it because they had seafood galore, like so much seafood. But you're right, New Orleans had really great food as well. Let's see. Is there a place you would never travel again? You first.
Never travel again. Like never.
You've been to a lot of places.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they were that bad. Jersey.
Actually, sorry for all our Jersey people who live in New Jersey.
Spent like a week or two there.
Sorry, Doug.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get out.
That's funny. The reason I was laughing is that time I was in Newark that time, the people were kind of not nice to me. They made fun of my accent. So sorry for my southern accent. For me, it would be India, and I am so grateful I got to go and enjoyed the experience, but honestly, I just don't want to go anywhere that I can't drink the water. No, I'm serious.
I don't know if you can drink it in Jersey, actually.
We just lost all of our New Jersey subscribers. Again, so sorry. No, it's seriously in India. After a week and a half of bottled water, brushing my teeth with bottled water, and taking a shower with my mouth squeezed shut, you know.
I put tape over your mouth.
Yeah, and then I still ended up getting sick even after taking all the precautions. I just don't want to go. It's nothing against India. It's any country that I can't safely drink the water. Can you recite your passport number by memory fast?
Nope.
No.
Next.
Yeah, why would you do that? Do you prefer the window, aisle, or the middle seat on an airplane? You go first.
So it depends. So I guess there's a three-part answer. So if it's a long trip, window, because I like to just knock out on the window rather than knocking out on someone next to me.
They probably appreciate that.
If I'm flying by myself and it's a short trip, aisle. If I'm flying with Carmen, I take the middle seat.
He's so nice.
Because Carmen needs the leg room for the aisle seat.
Which, now that sounds really funny because you know I don't need the leg room. Again, it goes back to my flying anxiety. I want to be on the aisle because it doesn't feel as claustrophobic to me. Like the middle to me is actually the worst. The window would be second to the worst, but I really need an aisle. Like I'm even willing to sit across the aisle from him just to have an aisle seat, but he said he'd rather sit next to me, which is so sweet. Yeah. So he sits in the middle seat. But we haven't been on any super long trips. Would you really do that if we flew like to Europe together?
Together? No, I would not do a middle seat. No.
So we'd be across the aisle. We'd be like, hey, how's it going?
Or just you'd be in the aisle and I'd be in a window somewhere in the back.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. How do you pass the time on an airplane?
So I have my phone with me. Recently I've been watching Netflix videos because they allow you to download the videos to your phone, and so you can watch it offline, which is awesome, and listen to music.
And for me, I mostly either read my Kindle, attempt to sleep because I'm not good at sleeping on planes, but I'm speaking to longer trips. A trip to Disney, I can just stare into space for an hour. That's not a big deal, but I'm talking about like India, Europe, like long trips. I either read my Kindle, attempt to sleep, or sometimes I'll listen to podcasts. Like actually on our last trip to Disney, I was listening to Disney podcasts.
Yeah, I can't sleep on them. I have a really hard time sleeping on planes.
But
it's funny, it seems like every Disney trip we take, I always knock out on the Disney Magical Express on the way back.
You did this trip.
Well, I do it, I think I do it every trip. On the way back to the airport.
We're so
to
tired.
Orlando. Yeah, because we've been going, week long, nonstop. Well, for us anyway. No, people go much later than us, but
I do that too, but on the plane, not the Magical Express,
Oh,
but
okay.
sometimes on the plane ride home from Disney, I can knock out because again, we're so exhausted. But when I travel, most of my long trips have been by myself, not with Brian, like to India, and because they were with work. And I can't sleep when I'm alone because, you know, your stuff, like your purse is there and everything. And it's just that little bit in the back of my mind. Like I can't just totally relax and, you know, completely knock out. When I went to India, I ended up flying for like 54 hours, long story I won't bore you with. But it with lots of layovers and plane malfunctions and stuff. But even with that long trip, I think only managed to sleep 3 or 4 hours of the total time, and that was just due to sheer exhaustion. So yeah, neither of us are good plane sleepers. No. So that's it. So for this tag, we are going to tag forward Alopa Takeover, Mike. Oh, I don't know how to say your last name, Mike. You do it.
Kirsty.
We think.
Kirsty.
We don't know. We're probably saying it wrong, Mike. Sorry. And also the Disney Double Dose. So if you have not seen their vlogs, check them out. I will put them in the show notes. And also, again, thank you to the Magic Geekdom for tagging us. And I'll also put their vlog in the show notes. Be sure to go check them out. So anyway, thanks for joining us. If you've enjoyed, we appreciate likes, subscribe, shares, and comments. Where do you want to travel next? Is it Disney World? Is it somewhere else? Let us know.
Dubai.
Bye.